Hey, my name is Luke Nestler, and if you're looking to sell your home in Morgantown, West Virginia, listen up, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you need to know when it comes to selling your home quickly in Morgantown, West Virginia. If you're someone that wants to sell your home and it's in a little bit of rough shape, you haven't updated it in a while, maybe you inherited it from a family member, or maybe it was in a divorce settlement or something like that, and this is a property that has not seen the love in quite some time, meaning there's a lot of things that need fixed, there's deferred maintenance, things that haven't been taken care of, maybe the roof is old, maybe the windows are single pane, maybe things don't work in the house. Maybe the home is so bad that it's actually not habitable. You can't live there at the current point in time. Is that good news or is it bad news? Well, in a lot of cases, people will tell you you can't sell your house in this condition. And while that might be the case if you're going to list it on the market with a real estate agent, that's not always the case with real estate investors like myself. Now, the reason you wouldn't be able to sell a house that's not habitable because there's too many things wrong with it to somebody with a real estate agent is there has to be a bank that gets involved to approve a loan for that person to buy your home. A bank is not going to issue a loan on a property that's in really bad shape. So you're left with one solution, and it's actually a really good solution because it allows you to move quickly and you don't have to worry about fixing anything, and that is to sell to an investor like myself. Again, we buy properties that are single family homes that are in kind of bad condition all the way to where it needs a complete gut rehab in the Morgantown, West Virginia area. We buy these properties often, they don't scare us, and we buy what's called as is, meaning we buy it in as is condition. How it sits is how we buy it. Sometimes you don't even have to move your belongings out of the property. If there's a bunch of leftover stuff that you're like, man, I really don't want to take the time, I don't want to pay the money to have my grandma's, furniture taken to the dump, you don't even have to worry about cleaning it out. We take care of that for you. So number one thing that you need to remember is investors, when selling to an investor like us, we will buy as is. You don't have to fix anything. Number two, we can close quickly. We don't have to use a bank to approve us to buy the property and give us a loan to buy that property. We're buying cash, which means we generally can close in as little as 10 days. And if you need a little bit of time, we can extend it out to 30 days, but we will close and we will close quickly. And number three, at times you might think that you can get more money by listing on the open market with a real estate agent. But like I said, if your property is in bad enough condition, you're not going to be able to. Let's say that it's actually in decent condition. There's a lot of things that need updated. Maybe the roof's really old. Maybe the AC unit is 30 years old and needs replaced, but you could still list it with a real estate agent, and those numbers are telling you might make $20,000 more by selling it on the MLS with an agent. At the end of the day, most often, you're going to walk away with more money when you sell to an investor if your home is outdated and needs a lot of work, as opposed to selling on the open market with a real estate agent. And let me explain why. Let's use the examples of needs a new roof, the windows are old, and the AC unit needs replaced because it's 30 years old, right? What's going to happen is if you find a buyer through a real estate agent and they offer you $240,000, they're going to ask for concessions or credits at closing. And what that's going to be is essentially, Mr. Seller, we want you to discount your price so that we can fix all of those things. So that we can put a new roof, so we can put a new AC, so we can put new windows in it. We want you to discount your price. At the end of the day, when you back out the money that you're going to have to give them a credit at closing for, when you back out the commissions, when you back out the closing costs, you've now lost a significant chunk of what you thought you were going to make. Now, when selling with a real estate investor, if I tell you I'm going to buy your house for $220,000, I'm going to cover the closing costs. I'm not going to ask you for any credits at closing. I'm buying as is. So there won't be any surprises. You won't get excited about this number only to find out that you're going to have to give discounts 5 times before you end up closing. Those are 3 of the benefits that you'll get when selling to an investor like us. We'll close quickly, we'll buy as is, the number is the number. We're not going to surprise you with asking for discounts because things that need fixed. I would love to buy your property. If you have a property in Morgantown, West Virginia, or the surrounding areas that you're interested in selling, send me an email, Luke at ibuyMorgantown.com. I'd love to buy your property. Let me help you put money in your pocket today.